reach. What? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another mukbang. I am super excited for this mukbang because I've been wanting to do it for a really long time. These are all my recipes. I'm so proud of them. I worked so hard on them, so I'm really hoping that they're good. I made some buffalo chicken loaded fries. This recipe has been in my recipes to test book for so long, so I'm really excited for those. And then, oh my goodness, guys, okay, I don't know if you have ever seen Cleveland Brownie Co. or Buckeye Brownies, but they make these really big brownies, and they fill them with so many things. They're just crazy. None of them are vegan, at least I don't think they are, so I decided to recreate my own at home, and I'm really excited. I made 4 different ones. I'm beyond stoked to try all of them. And then also for today's mukbang, I will be playing overrated versus underrated. I asked you guys on the YouTube community tab and also my Instagram some things that you think are overrated and then things that you think are underrated. And I'm going to react to them. I actually got this idea from Emma Chamberlain's podcast. She had an episode where she asked about different things that people thought were underrated versus overrated, and she reacted to them. So I thought that was a really fun idea for a mukbang, so I'm going to do that today. But before I start with those, I'm going to start with the brownies. I'm so excited. I don't know which one to start with. I think I'm going to start with the red velvet one. Oh my gosh. So I made these yesterday, and then I just microwaved them again today. Oh my gosh. So this one is a red velvet brownie base with vegan white chocolate chips in the center, and then a red velvet cookie dough on top with more vegan white chocolate chips. I'm so excited. The brownie part on the bottom is so fudgy. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this one next. Oh my gosh. Ooh. So this one is a blondie brownie base with vanilla Oreos in the center and a sprinkle of brown sugar in the center and white chocolate chips in the center, and then a vanilla cookie dough with more vegan white chocolate chips and another vanilla Oreo on top. Oh my gosh, the bottom part is like so gooey. It's so smushy. I don't know if you can see, but that's the Oreo right there. Wow. So I think I like the red velvet a little more than this one, but it's still really good. Yum. I really want to try the birthday cake, but it is so gooey. I'm probably gonna have to break it. So, in the birthday cake, I did a birthday cake blondie brownie, and then I put white chocolate chips and raspberry jelly in the middle, and then birthday cake cookie dough, and then topped with more vegan white chocolate chips and vegan sprinkles. So I think I'm just gonna break this one because it is like oozing. I'll show you a better piece. This one doesn't really have a nice cross section. That one's good. It really doesn't have a birthday cake flavor though. You see the jelly right there? Oh my goodness. So gooey. Okay, and then last but not least, so this one is a regular brownie base with chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos in the center, peanut butter and chocolate chips also in the center, and then a peanut butter cookie dough on top with another peanut butter pie Oreo on top. There's the peanut butter pie Oreo. Wow. So I think my favorite is the red velvet, then the peanut butter pie, then the vanilla, and then the birthday cake. This is just water. Okay, I'm going to start with the first one. Puzzles. So it doesn't say whether or not I think that puzzles are overrated or underrated, but I'm assuming underrated because I never really hear people talking hype about puzzles. So I would agree. I think that puzzles are very underrated. They are really fun and they're really good for the brain. And if you're doing them with people, it's like a way of bringing people together. So I think that puzzles are really fun and are underrated. Okay, I'm going to try the fries now. So I just got some freezer section fries and baked them and then put them in a skillet. And then I mixed chickpeas with vegan butter and Frank's Red Hot sauce and added a few spices. Mixed that up, put it on top, then put some vegan cheese on top. Baked it for 10 minutes and then added vegan ranch on top with some green onions. Ooh. So the chickpeas are like a replacement for chicken because I'm vegan. I was gonna use chicken nuggets, but I wanted to see if chickpeas would work, so. Yum. Wow. It's nice and spicy. Those are really good. My goodness. Homeschooling and out of the ordinary jobs are underrated. College and getting a typical job is overrated. I actually agree with both of those. So homeschooling I actually did up until 7th grade because I lived in China and my mom would homeschool us. So I've actually been raised with homeschooling and I really, really like it. I think it's a really good way, if you have siblings, to get closer to your siblings. I just really like homeschooling, but I guess I'm kind of biased. And then getting out of the ordinary jobs, I really think that that's underrated because I feel like for so long we've had this stereotype for getting super high educated jobs and going to college to get these jobs, and I think that that's just overrated. I think that there are so many other ways, like entrepreneurship jobs are amazing and beautiful things. It inspires people to be creative, and I don't know. I just think that it is definitely overrated that society pushes us to get these normal jobs. But at the same time, like, they work and we need these jobs too. So the stereotypical jobs, I think, aren't necessarily overrated. They're just, I think, over pushed by society. But we do need those jobs, so they're still really important. But I think that having out of the ordinary jobs is really cool too, and we should have more of a push for that as well. Like, I think it should be all equal. The Halo and the Subnautica music soundtrack is underrated. I 100% agree. First of all, Halo music is freaking epic. That music is so beautiful, and I feel like it is so underrated. And the same thing goes for Subnautica. I freaking love the Subnautica soundtrack. If you don't know what Subnautica and Halo are, they're video games. But Subnautica, the music in that game is so euphoric and beautiful. And it is so underrated. That music should be in all movies. I'm just kidding. But it's so good. So if you haven't before listened to either of the soundtracks for Subnautica and Halo, I highly recommend. They're so good. Mangoes are overrated and nectarines are underrated. Okay, mangoes, I don't think they're overrated. I love mangoes. They're so good and they're so versatile, and the flavor is just so unique, but so many people like mangoes, but the flavor's unique. I feel like usually unique flavors tend to be a hit or miss with most people. Like, most people don't like unique flavors, but I don't know, mango is just so good. So, sorry, I don't think they're overrated. I think that they're hyped up perfectly because they are just delicious. And then nectarines. I like nectarines, but I don't know if I'd necessarily say that they're underrated. I mean, it's kind of hard because in my house, I have a lot of family members, and a lot of those family members love nectarines, especially my dad. He loves nectarines. And they are really good, but it also depends on the nectarines that you get. And that's the same thing for mangoes. So it could go either way, but honestly, I don't hear people talking about them enough, I feel. So I agree. Underrated. Coraline the film, chickpeas and sweet potatoes. Overrated, Beyonce. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Coraline, I feel like so many people don't like Coraline because they say it's creepy, which it is, but it's so good. And so I 100% agree that it's very underrated. I think more people need to watch it, and if they have seen it before, like, give it another chance. Like, it is so good. Anyway, chickpeas, yes, they are so underrated. I put chickpeas in here. It's so good. The texture is so nice. Chickpeas are also really versatile. They're just, I love them. And sweet potatoes, yes, I also feel like those are underrated. Potatoes are overrated. Like, normal potatoes, I'm not a huge fan at all. I mean, I'll eat fries and chips and tater tots, like the fried stuff, but just a baked potato or mashed potatoes, no, I'm good. Like, you can have that. But sweet potatoes are so good. I don't even know how to explain how they taste, but they are so good. I have a lot of really good memories associated with them as well. So yes, I would totally agree that those are underrated as well. And then Beyonce. I talked about this in a few videos back. Yes, she's super popular, but I don't necessarily think she's overrated because she's just so talented and beautiful. And I mean, I guess I get where you are coming from. I understand why you say she's overrated because she's really, really popular, but I mean for good reason. But I will agree that she might be a little bit overrated. But other than that, oh no. I like Beyonce, so. Oh, that's breaking. Oh my gosh. Look at that cross section. Yum. If you have brownies like this, keep water very close to you. Social media is overrated and reading is underrated. I agree. I will say I am guilty of falling victim to social media. I mean, I'm only human, so of course I'm going to want to be on social media like everybody else. And social media can be a very positive place. It's helped me through a lot of things, but at the same time, it is also a very negative and very dangerous place. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at that. So it really just depends on where you are on social media, what platform you're on, what you're doing, what you're involving yourself with. But I really do think it's overrated, especially TikTok. Yes, I do have TikTok and I use it, but I've actually been using it a lot less. Not intentionally, it's been a subconscious thing, and I've noticed that there's actually a big difference in my day-to-day life. I seem to be happier and I have more time during my day. Like, TikTok just uses so much time. I would agree that social media is very overrated. And then reading, I would also agree, is underrated. I've enjoyed reading since I was like 10 or 11. There was a point in time, I think I was 11 or 12, I started reading chapter books and I just couldn't put the book down. I would be in my room for hours on end just reading. It is such an amazing thing to be able to experience different worlds. And yes, I understand for some people it's really hard to read. Like, they can't even picture what's going on. But for me, I was a very imaginative kid. My brain was running wild. So putting that energy into reading a book was such a cool thing for me, and I could picture these different worlds so vividly. Harry Potter, don't even get me started. Yes, I'd already seen the movies, so I had an idea of what they look like, and my brain kind of just reverted back to the scenes in the movies. But because the books have so much more, it just made it so much fuller and amazing. And reading is such a beautiful thing. I think that not only does it help with your brain and your growth, but it's such a fun thing and a positive thing to put your energy towards. So I think it is extremely underrated. Ooh, look at that bite right there. Wow. So rich. Oh, this one's interesting. celebrity feuds are overrated. I would agree. Some people are just so enveloped in drama and it's what they feed off of, and they just thrive off of celebrity drama and just drama in general. I can't do that. It is so draining trying to not only keep up with drama, but to just watch drama in general. I can't, like, it's really funny. I was just talking to my mom this morning about Dance Moms, the show, and how it's so dramatic and so stressful to watch. I never watched it, but I saw some clips from the show of the scenes that were super dramatic, and I was just like, I can't do this. It's just so unnecessary, and going out of your way to find drama, I don't understand that. Ugh, so stressful to me. I can't. So I would definitely agree that celebrity feuds are very overrated and they should just stop. So that was actually the last one. This was really fun. Let me know if you guys want to see me do another one of these. I really like doing the videos where you guys ask me questions or give me options to pick from, like would you rather. I really like those type of videos, especially because it involves you guys too, and I think that's really fun. Also, let me know if you guys prefer if I add your names in when I'm reading the comments, if you want me to say who the comment is from. The only reason I haven't is because I feel like it's kind of exposing some of you guys, and I don't know if you want your name out there. So let me know if you want that or if you would rather have me just read them off, because I don't know which way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna get one more bite because I'm full. Alright, last bite. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for those of you who have commented and sent me in what you guys think is overrated and underrated. It really helps me out. I mean, it makes it so I can do these videos, so I really appreciate that. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!